Welcome to the Cisco Advanced Security Architecture Specialization Training, T5, Policy and Access. This is Module 5 of Cisco Advanced Security Architecture Specialization Training for System Engineers. Before beginning this module, please make sure that you've completed A1 T1, T2, T3, and T4, which provide foundational information. At the end of this module, you should be able to demonstrate knowledge of the primary security solution components of Cisco's Policy and Access solution, the distinguishing features of each solution, and how the solutions work together to provide secure access. In this course, we cover customer challenges to Policy and Access, Cisco's Remote Access VPN solution, and Cisco's Identity and Access Control solutions. Modern business trends provide many new opportunities, but also open the door for new threats. Policy and access. Over the next few years, the total number of mobile devices will total 20 billion. 56% of employees work outside of the office, and 75% of employees use multiple devices for work-related tasks. These devices will need consistent access to the network. And it's not simply work-sanctioned devices connecting to the network. 95% of companies allow workers to use their own personal devices. This means that it's harder than ever for organizations to see who and what is on their network. As more and more employees use their personal devices for work, organizations start to lose sight of exactly what and who is on their network. A recent report noted that 90% of surveyed organizations were not fully aware of the devices accessing their network. These blind spots quickly translate to security threats. Basically, if a company can't see what is accessing their network, it's going to be an even bigger challenge to secure it across all devices and all users for proactive protection against threats. And it's not really a matter of if a company's data will face a security threat, such as a data breach or malware attack. It's a matter of when. 75% of companies say their mobile devices were targeted by malware in the last 12 months. Data theft and targeted phishing campaigns are on the rise and are becoming increasingly sophisticated. In this increasingly mobile environment, the problem is that you can't protect what you don't see. Today's advanced, persistent threats can sit quietly in an enterprise infrastructure, moving laterally to find the right unprotected asset that allows it to elevate rights and gain access to the most important company data. Security solutions must therefore provide protected access in more places than ever before. A policy-based access and threat protection solution must cover remote connections from branch offices and satellite campuses, mobile users on cellular devices, and remote users working in coffee shops or airports. On-premises users include wireless users on laptops and tablets, users wired directly into the network, and guests needing either internet or network access. These users all need secure and controlled connections, regardless of location and connection method. That's why Cisco provides the best policy and access solution. As we've seen before, policy and access includes remote access VPN and identity and access control solutions, all coupled with Cisco's robust management and security intelligence, Talos. These solutions all come together to deliver value to businesses and drive business outcomes. Cisco's policy and access solution stops threats from getting in and spreading, controls all access from one place, and enables customers to see and share rich user and device details. Cisco's policy and access solution facilitate protected mobility and access for different types of users. It accelerates deployment through comprehensive policy enforcement and streamlines processes through predefined policies and regulations. Together, these solutions provide business flexibility and deliver enhanced protection against attacks. This whiteboard provides a simple outline of how Cisco policy and access components work together and is meant to be illustrative and be leveraged in your customer conversations. The Cisco Security Framework provides flexible solutions that empower admins to secure access of an increasing number of endpoints, including employee corporate-owned devices, guest devices, and employee personal devices. AnyConnect delivers secure and flexible access to the corporate network for remote users and employees with personal devices. AnyConnect automatically selects the optimal network access point as mobile workers roam. Control access authorization with the ASA firewall policies. Need further control and visibility across your network? ICE provides centralized policy management to give admins more granular control over access authorization. ICE also delivers guest access management, context awareness access, device profiling and onboarding, and rapid threat containment. Need an easier way to manage your access control? TrustSec offers customizable role-based policy management, simplifying access control by basing access rules on meaningful business terms and company positions. Together, these applications provide the agility for an admin to manage secure access for mobile and local users. AMP for Network, described in greater detail in the next technical module, includes the benefits such as file sandboxing and file reputation. And for devices on the network, AMP for Endpoint adds the advanced features of attack chain weaving, trajectory, and breach hunting. Each of these new features lowers potential impact of attacks through threat identification and analytics. Now let's take a look at some common customer challenges. The modern enterprise is evolving. The network now has to accommodate more mobile users, more contractors, and more endpoints. Employees are increasingly working from home, hotels, airports, and other remote locations, oftentimes using an insecure connection, on a range of devices from their work computer to their own tablet or phones. As workplaces become more decentralized, security becomes more expensive and complex. Management of remote employees on different devices can be difficult and time-consuming, and oftentimes the solutions are expensive and fragmented. Policies can be difficult to enforce and more work than they should be. Administrators are facing many challenges that traditional VPNs do not solve. Cisco addresses these issues with AnyConnect. AnyConnect is a unified agent that combines posture check and authentication across wired, wireless, and VPN networks. It is more than just a VPN that grants network access to remote users. Unlike other mobility solutions, AnyConnect goes beyond basic VPN needs, enabling customers to ensure approved devices and users have a consistent, reliable connection to the corporate network from anywhere, expand visibility with contextual endpoint intelligence, provide users with greater flexibility and ease of use through authentication methods, policy systems, and support for a breadth of devices and operating systems. And finally, protect against threats systematically through integration with Cisco's comprehensive security solutions. AnyConnect offers users an always-on experience through trusted network detection so that they can be productive on any device at any time from anywhere. With AnyConnect, access is intelligent, simple, and always on, helping make users more productive from any location, on any device, across any access medium. Always-on VPN leverages a trusted DNS domain or server and requires a valid server certificate configured on the ASA. Otherwise, it fails and logs an event indicating the certificate as invalid. It also requires a host to be defined in the server list of the profile and maintains a consistent security by requiring all or a subset of users to use VPN connectivity when off-premises. The trusted network detection ensures that trust network configuration cannot be spoofed. Auto Reconnect, also known as session persistence, helps customers automatically recover from network disruptions for a hassle-free user experience. Trusted network detection disconnects a VPN connection inside the corporate network and starts a new VPN connection when a user is outside the trusted network. This means users are not required to re-authenticate, giving users flexibility to establish maximum session times through VPN profile. AnyConnect also provides superior connectivity features. With secure Layer 2 network access, customers can filter multiple machine certificates to ensure the correct certificate is selected without user intervention. This provides better access security across wired and wireless connection, which can be managed through a single intuitive interface. The AnyConnect Network Access Manager also provides superior connectivity features. Administrators can control which networks or resources that endpoints can connect to. It provides mechanisms enabling authentication, authorization, and accounting capabilities, along with some unique encryption technologies. Next, AnyConnect gives customers extended visibility into who is on their network. With the Network Visibility module on Windows and Mac OS X platforms, administrators can monitor endpoint application usage to uncover potential behavior anomalies and to make more informed network design decisions. Usage data can be shared with a growing number of Internet Protocol Flow information export capable network analysis tools. With the integration of the new Network Visibility module, AnyConnect enhances the forensic capabilities available to a customer's IT team. It provides visibility into intelligence across endpoints, users, and applications, making it available in a single location. Security admins can look for behavior anomalies that could help them prevent the extraction of sensitive data. And desktop admins can leverage forensic analysis to aid their ability to minimize the spread of network threats across the rest of the network. The Network Visibility module collects and sends endpoint flow records at the end of each flow to solutions such as StealthWatch. The data shared also includes additional context, such as DNS local and target, logged-in user, device name, process name, and ID. The Network Visibility module has a range of operational policy controls, such as not collecting certain user, device name data, and DNS information for privacy reasons, or only collecting and sending flow records when on a trusted network. In addition to superior control and visibility, AnyConnect also enables differentiated mobile access. AnyConnect provides highly secure access for select enterprise mobile applications through a per-app VPN, eliminating non-approved applications from accessing and potentially compromising company networks and data. It delivers more granular control by helping to ensure that data transmitted by approved applications travels through the VPN and that other applications, such as Facebook, do not. While a traditional system tunneling IP route is table-based, per-app tunneling is based on the application only and sits on top of the endpoint's per-application VPN framework infrastructure. The feature also supports managed and unmanaged mobile devices, with the latter allowing specific app-level controls provided by the ASA. It protects an employee's privacy as well as controlling enterprise access to only those applications needing such access. And it's role-based, so depending on a user's role in the organization, their application access can vary through the VPN. The per-app VPN feature can thus support a range of different types of mobile users. AnyConnect's flexible authentication, authorization, and accounting features provide an extra level of protection and control for user access. AnyConnect has a range of authentication, authorization, and accounting functions to enable better secure access. Authentication provides a way to identify a user, typically by having the user enter a valid username and valid password before access is granted. This can be used for network access as well as VPN access. Authorization is the process of enforcing policies, determining what types of activities, resources, or services a user is permitted to access. After a user is authenticated, a user may be authorized for different types of access or activity. Accounting measures the resources a user consumes during access, which may include the amount of system time or the amount of data that a user has sent or received during a session. Accounting is carried out through the logging of session statistics and usage information, which is used for authorization control, billing, trend analysis, resource utilization, and capacity planning activities. Next, AnyConnect provides a solution for cloud-hosted configurations and better web security. AnyConnect has a built-in module that implements web security, either through the on-premises Cisco Web Security appliance or the cloud-based Cisco Cloud Web Security offering. The Cisco AnyConnect Security Mobility solution combines web security and remote access VPN for an exceptionally comprehensive and secure enterprise mobility solution. Most enterprise traffic is web-based, which dramatically increases the level of security threats. Combining web security with VPN access, administrators can provide comprehensive, highly secure mobility to all end users, which is vital for bring-your-own-device deployments. Businesses have a choice of deployments to defend the network against web malware and to control and safeguard web usage. The Cisco AnyConnect Secure Mobility solution uses the Cisco AnyConnect Secure Mobility Client, and Cisco ASA 5500 series Adaptive Security Appliance provide acceptable use policy controls, malware filtering, data security, and application visibility and control. And then there's AnyConnect's integration with AMP, one of Cisco's advanced threat protections, which extends threat protection to remote endpoints. Cisco AnyConnect extends threat protection to remote endpoints through integration with AMP, which is highlighted in Module S6. AMP can be easily launched from AnyConnect and deliver endpoint protection before traffic is tunneled to access the network. The AMP enabler capability expands endpoint threat protection to VPN-enabled endpoints, or wherever Cisco AnyConnect services are in use. To activate AMP, customers use the same AnyConnect client management tools, such as Cisco ASDM for VPN-only use cases, or ICE for wired, wireless, and VPN access controls. AMP goes beyond point-in-time protection by offering continuous analysis, detection, and rapid remediation at the initial remote entry into your network. With this integration, customers get much more proactive protection. Finally, AnyConnect offers streamlined endpoint compliance with integrated posture assessment. The AnyConnect Posture module provides the AnyConnect Mobility Client the ability to identify the operating system, antivirus, anti-spyware, and firewall software installed on the host. The Host Scan application, which is among the components delivered by the Posture module, gathers this information. In the ASA, policies can be created that evaluate endpoint attributes, such as operating system, IP address, registry entries, local certificates, and file names. Based on the results of the policy's evaluation, organizations can control which hosts are allowed to create a remote access connection to the secure appliance. Where integrated with Cisco Identity Services Engine, customers can check the state, also known as posture, of all the endpoints that are connecting to a network for compliance with corporate security policies. This allows them to control clients' access to protected areas of a network. Clients interact with the posture service through the AnyConnect ICE posture agent on the endpoint to enforce security policies, meet compliance, and allow the endpoint to gain access to a protected network. In addition to integrated posture assessment, AnyConnect can pair with OpenDNS, providing better roaming security. Pairing AnyConnect and Umbrella allows for cloud-hosted configurations, removing the requirement for ASA. AnyConnect has a built-in module that implements web security either through the on-premise ASA or the Cisco Umbrella offering. Combining web security with VPN access, administrators can provide comprehensive, highly secure mobility to all end users, which is vital for BYOD deployments. Businesses have a choice of deployments to defend the network against web malware and to control and safeguard web usage. The secure connectivity features of AnyConnect are available on a variety of different licenses. The two main license options are AnyConnect Plus and AnyConnect Apex. The AnyConnect Plus offers the basic remote access connectivity and features for the lowest price, great for customers with a limited amount of connections and a small budget. The Apex license offers remote access connectivity, clientless access, and posture assessments to make sure each device meets company policy as it connects. Plus and Apex licenses are available as 1, 3, and 5-year subscriptions, and Plus is also available as perpetual licenses. Plus and Apex correspond to the previously available licenses, known as Essentials and Premium. Plus is most applicable in environments previously serviced by the Cisco AnyConnect Essentials and mobile solutions, and Apex is most applicable to Cisco AnyConnect Premium and Advanced Endpoint Assessment solutions. AnyConnect is perfect for customers that have employees that work outside of the office or contractors that need temporary access to data and internet. They can use it for partners that need connection to shared information. AnyConnect makes it easy to grant on-campus guests access to the internet and can be used with a wide variety of devices available on the market today. Any company allowing employees to bring their own devices can use AnyConnect to ensure fast and secure connections to company information. The next section will cover customer challenges with identity and access control. Businesses in every industry are demanding an unprecedented pace of technological change. Mobility, cloud services, the Internet of Things, the bring-your-own-device revolution, and the digitization of everything are fundamentally changing the way we live and work. In fact, Gartner estimate that by 2020, there will be a total of over 20 billion mobile devices that will have access to enterprise networks. As valuable as these advancements are, they also create security and network infrastructure challenges. Namely, the rapid pace of technological change makes it hard for businesses to keep up and can lead to network complexity and fragmentation, as well as a lack of administrative control and context. Not to mention, 70% of mobile workers will conduct work on personal devices by 2018. These challenges place an incredible burden on an organization's IT department. From inefficient manual administration, inconsistent security, and higher expectations to implement changes in less time, the IT burden is significant. According to a study conducted by Cisco of over 700 U.S. companies, 75% said their mobile devices had been targeted by malware within the past 12 months. Administrators need a way to keep pace with their rapidly growing business that allows them to scale easily and provide secure, consistent access to the network's growing list of endpoints. In addition to Remove Access VPN, Cisco's secure access solutions also includes Identity Access Control through ICE and TrustSec. Cisco's Identity Services Engine, or ICE, provides a number of features that ensure consistent control and business flexibility. Centralized policy management, context-aware access, guest access management, device profiling, device administration, device posture, and rapid threat containment, which are all detailed in the subsequent slides. And closely integrated with ICE is Cisco's TrustSec. TrustSec gathers contextual data about who and what is accessing the network. It provides dynamic role-based access control, which can be defined by business roles or whatever makes sense for a customer's organization, traffic tagging, and device and role segmentation. First is ICE's centralized policy management, which is also the management platform for TrustSec. Centralized policy management controls access and usage policies across the entire network from a single location that can be managed either on-site or off. Customers can control individual branches or the entire business. In addition to campus control, ICE provides management capabilities over all users, regardless of connection type. Wired, wireless, and remote users connected directly and through VPNs can receive the same great authorized access and control. ICE also delivers guest management capabilities that regulate access to internet, network, and company files. Customers can set up automatic rules or enact employee sponsorships to ensure that guests and contractors get the access they need while maintaining overall company security. Not only are policies implemented across the network from a single location, but ICE uses superior visibility to provide context-aware access. Our Identity Service Engine's unified secure access control streamlines network access policy creation and management, enabling customers to onboard devices and grant secure network access to the users that need it, regardless of location, device, and connection type. Wired, wireless, and VPN connections are all supported. Superior visibility enables users to see who is on the network, what device they're using, when they access information, and where they're located. This enhanced identification of users and devices not only makes onboarding faster and easier, but the increased depth of perception offers better protection. ICE combines user identification with its robust context-sharing platform and uses this information to prevent inappropriate access and minimizes the spread of threats across the network. ICE also uses this enhanced visibility to create granular policies by understanding who the user is. An employee using his work-provided device can access anything from on campus that he needs. However, when he brings his personal tablet into a meeting and tries to check on some documents from there, his access is limited. In addition to employee control, ICE has unique guest access management, granting necessary access while maintaining control of non-full-time employees. In many instances, guests do not have the ability to access any information or even the internet from the company's network. However, with ICE, employees can sponsor guests so they can access the information they need, whether it be guests needing to access online services or contractors needing information to perform jobs. These sponsorships can be customized by administrators or by individual employees. Because of the variety of devices supported and the ease of onboarding, guests can often get up and going without the need for specialized assistance, reducing the burden on IT staff. The same great visibility available on employee devices is available with guests as well. Customers can see the who, what, when, and where of the connection to maintain security. With support for a variety of browsers on both computers and mobile devices, ICE can identify the type of device that guests are using and send them an easy-to-use onboarding screen compatible with their machine. This visibility enables users to quickly profile and onboard devices as well. The ICE Profiler service collects attributes of endpoints from the network devices. The network classifies the endpoints in a specific group according to their profiles and stores endpoints with their matched profiles in the Cisco ICE database. In addition, ICE has a large variety of ready-to-go profiles that allow faster and more accurate device profiling. Administrators can also create their own custom profiles to fit any and all devices. Once a device is profiled, rules can be automated to grant or limit access to networks and network segments. With the industry's first profiler feed service, Cisco automatically updates ICE with information on the latest and greatest technology releases. This way, when your network encounters a device new on the market, it already has the correct profile in order to bring it on board quickly and easily. In addition, ICE offers integrations with Enterprise Mobility Management (EMM) platforms, including Cisco's own Meraki Systems Manager Enterprise, to offer complete enterprise mobility control to administrators. ICE combines user identification with its robust context sharing platform and partner ecosystem, including mobility data management, identity stores, PX Grid, profile feed services, and AnyConnect. It then uses this information to prevent inappropriate access and minimize the spread of threats across the network. With so many devices being profiled and onboarded, administrators need to be able to implement policies to determine who can log in to manage each device, what operations they can run, and log all actions taken. Customers can now use Terminal Access Controller Access Control System, also known as TACACS, with ICE, to simplify device administration and enhance security through flexible, granular control of access to network devices. TACACS Plus separates authorization functionality, enabling additional flexibility and granular access and command control on specified devices. Each command entered by a user is sent back to the central TACACS Plus server for authorization, which then checks the command against an authorized list for each user or group. TACACS Plus can define policies based on user, device type, location, or time. Networks that serve multiple devices contain a wealth of information that can be shared with other Cisco and third-party security solutions to improve customers' overall security. Cisco Platform Exchange Grid, also known as PX Grid, enables multi-vendor, cross-platform network system collaboration among parts of the IT infrastructure, such as security monitoring and detection systems, network policy platforms, asset and configuration management, identity and access management platforms, and virtually any other IT operations platform. When business or operational needs arise, ecosystem partners can use PX Grid to share contextual information with Cisco platforms. Cisco PX Grid provides a unified framework that enables ecosystem partners to integrate to PX Grid once, then share context bidirectionally with many platforms without the need to adopt platform-specific APIs. Partners can also direct ICE to take remediation or other network action along the same channels of communication. It can then use the partner data to update context and refine access policies, resulting in tighter, more comprehensive security. PX Grid is fully secured and customizable, enabling partners to share only what they want to share and consume only context relevant to their platform. This ensures scalability when integrating with one or multiple systems. Furthermore, PX Grid enables ecosystem partner platforms to execute network actions with the Cisco network infrastructure. Next, due to its unique features, ICE is able to rapidly contain threats. First, ICE checks the posture of devices automatically whenever they access the network. This ensures that all devices meet security requirements at all times. In addition, customers can create their own custom criteria that devices must have in order to gain network access. This enables businesses to maintain compliance with their own business policies, industry regulations, and government compliance. ICE can also implement quarantines on devices that do not meet regulations, whether preset or custom. Users can limit the access of such devices or even deny access completely. Oftentimes, these devices are denied network access, but can still access the Internet or IT services in order to remediate their deficiencies and maintain compliance. The quarantine feature is an important aspect of Cisco's rapid threat containment solution. ICE, as well as the Cisco Fire Site Management Center, the solution automatically detects and contains critical threats. Specifically, when Cisco security sensors scan user activity and files, and Fire Site Management Center correlates and aggregates sensor data, alerting ICE when there are flagrantly suspicious activities and files. ICE responds by changing the user or device's access policy to suspicious. Based on the new policy, network enforcers automatically restrict access, and if the policy requires, access is denied and the device can be quarantined for remediation or mitigation. Rapid threat containment therefore ensures only authorized and secure devices can access company resources and accelerates a company's ability to identify, mitigation, and remediate threats. Closely integrated with ICE is Cisco's TrustSec. The problem is this: as enterprises become more complex and more distributed, consistent network policy potentially becomes more complicated. To help organizations gain visibility into and effective control over unmanaged mobile devices accessing their networks, Cisco TrustSec provides flexible and high-performance controls in network devices to control access to resources based upon attributes such as user role, location, device type, and posture. The use of TrustSec's dynamic role-based access enables organizations to enforce business role policies across all network services and decisions. As the number of access roles increases, it can become difficult to not only manage access control lists, known as ACLs, but also ensure that downloaded ACLs will not exceed the memory and processing capabilities of any given network access device applying them. These secure group ACLs enable dynamic role-based access control. These lists contain source and destination roles and Layer 4 services. Companies don't need to maintain IP addresses in these ACLs, so they're simple to maintain, even as the environment grows. Secure group ACLs are dynamically downloaded from Cisco ICE, as required by the network device, so changes to these ACLs do not need to be provisioned on the network. TrustSec also contributes to and benefits from superior visibility with its traffic tagging feature. TrustSec assigns a security group tag to the user's or device's traffic at ingress, and then enforces the access policy based on the tag elsewhere in the infrastructure. The security group tag is used by switches, routers, and firewalls to make forwarding decisions. It works by categorizing and tagging devices, and then uses those tags to push policies and regulate access. While developers need access to developer databases and storage, the HR department needs access to employee documents and legal information. Neither group has any need to access the other's information. Executives and management, however, may need access to all categories. TrustSec tags can be set on the basis of device type, user role, and a variety of other criteria. This simplified access management brings accelerated security options. By categorizing users, customers can simplify firewall administration, avoiding the common rule explosions that happen when new servers are onboarded. Creating rules based on tags results in fewer rules that are more easily maintained. Easier maintenance reduces the burden on IT staff and enables them to focus on other, more pressing issues instead. In addition to accelerated security, the simplification also results in consistent policies. Users can control devices from a central location, regardless of device type or connection method. Individual tags can be customized and policies enforced separately to maintain the access employees need without increased IT strain. And TrustSec prevents the lateral spread of threats throughout the network with device and role-based segmentation. First, Cisco ICE can also be used to edit Cisco TrustSec security group tags, which allows an enterprise to segment a network dynamically based on network policy rather than with VLANs, for example. By decoupling the access policy from the network topology, customers can create an easily scalable network access control deployment, where the IP address doesn't matter as much as the context and role. Instead of relying on increasingly long, decentralized access control lists or multiple VLANs to segment and secure access, a Cisco TrustSec-enabled network can simply tag traffic at ingress. These tags follow traffic around the network and allow for enforcement capabilities based on the access policy in place for that particular tag. From a security perspective, security group tags are exceptionally important because they help prevent unauthorized lateral movement across a network, whether a legitimate user or a compromised, infected asset. The network is segmented based on the preset policies so that the offender, whether user or device, is contained. The robust identity and access control features of ICE and TrustSec are available on a variety of different licenses. To maximize economy for customers, licensing is available in different packages as Base, Plus, Apex, Device Administration, and Mobility Upgrade. All Cisco ICE appliances are supplied with a 90-day evaluation license. to continue to use Cisco ICE services after the 90-day evaluation license expires, and to support more than 100 concurrent endpoints on the network, you must obtain and register base licenses for the number of concurrent users on your system. If additional functionality is required, an organization will need Plus and/or Apex licenses to enable that functionality. ICE Base is a perpetual license that offers basic authentication and authorization with guest provisioning. It also enables TrustSec features. The ICE Plus and Advanced licenses are term-based licenses. The ICE Plus license is one of the best value deals for many ICE users. It includes all of the advanced features except health compliance and MDM at a price point 50 to 60% lower than the Advanced license. The ICE Apex and Mobility upgrade is also a great option for those wanting to add support for VPN and wired devices, as well as posture and endpoint protection. The device administration upgrade is available on a perpetual basis. And while TrustSec is available as a feature of ICE, it can also be licensed through the Advanced Services license and other Cisco platforms. ICE is ideal for customers that have multiple branches or campuses that need identity and access management. Companies that have on-site guests or contractors can use ICE to sponsor limited access while maintaining security. For companies with a wide variety of devices that need network access and the ability to control these endpoints at a granular level. And finally, 3 use cases give good insight into how TrustSec addresses real-world customer challenges. With TrustSec, customers can control what user and data access each role has, including automated policies for BYOD and, more importantly, policies that keep customers legally compliant. Using role-based tags, customers can set up policies as shown here, limiting connection to data centers while granting almost everyone internet connections. In the network, as more users are added, they're assigned security group tags based on role. These tags are then used to grant or restrict access to the data center. With the recent integration of TrustSec and the ACI policy plane, TrustSec's data center control capabilities now enable sharing policy groups between TrustSec-enabled networks and ACI data centers. When employees need to access the data center, they are allowed in, but when developers or guests attempt to get the same access, they're blocked. Because this is accomplished based on a tag and not on individual IPs, new devices can be quickly onboarded and granted the appropriate access without changing the rules at the data center switch level. Regardless of topology or location, security group tags stay with the users, devices, and servers. This means that employees attempting to access the network from other campuses are still granted access, while others are still blocked. TrustSec simplifies ACL management for inter-VLAN traffic. This setup is perfect if customers need BYOD access control and access control based on role. Any company needing to adhere to industry standards can use this to simplify their policy management without risking compliance. The next use case will look at how TrustSec can be used to implement campus and branch segmentation. In this setup, customers can limit access based on tags on individual servers or a set of servers. All servers can access storage, but web servers and database servers have restricted access to each other. For this server arrangement, when a web server needs access to a middleware server, the access is granted. The request goes through and information is retrieved. But when the web server requests access to a database server, the switch blocks it instead, restricting that access. These policies can be easily customized and expanded. When more servers are brought online, applying a TrustSec tag enforces the same policies as the rest of the group, without individual customization and integration time and expenses. This application is perfect if businesses need a firewall refresh or simplification of businesses' firewall rules. By grouping new servers under existing tags, the firewall's same rules still apply, and customers can avoid the typical rule explosion associated with the onboarding of new servers. This setup is also ideal for maintaining data center security and industry compliance standards, as customers can easily regulate data center access to protect confidential information. The last scenario will look at how TrustSec can be used to implement campus and branch segmentation. In addition to data center access, TrustSec tags can be used to regulate user-to-user access across campuses and branches. This scenario is perfect for those who need access control over various branches and secure connections at those locations. This can also enhance adherence to PCI and other compliance regulations. By limiting access between roles, TrustSec helps prevent the spread of malware as well. For example, employees can access data, reach other employees and external suppliers, regardless of location or device type. Developers are granted limited access. IoT devices are restricted from accessing the data center. And quarantined devices can only connect with remediation services. But requests from quarantined devices are blocked, no matter where they're located or who the intended target is. Before moving on to the next module, let's review the key takeaways. Now that you've finished this module, you should know it's harder than ever to see if the right users are on your network, what resources they're accessing, and the security threat they may pose. A policy-based solution must allow access for authorized users across remote connections and devices while limiting potential threats. Cisco's policy and access solutions enable visibility across the network, allowing access control, traffic segmentation, and policy management. Thank you. The next module you'll take is T6, Advanced Threat.